Hello. I need to move the stream deck closer. I can't hit buttons from over here. This one? This one's better. Morning, everyone. How is everyone today? It is Friday morning. This is set up from, I think, doing the acrylic pours, so it's a little bit off. We're gonna be stretching canvas today. Late night but slept okay? I wore makeup last night for Halloween, so I had to take that off. And some of it is waterproof. And so there's still a little bit of eyeliner and mascara on, just a little bit. So if I have a little bit of raccoon eyes, that's what's going on. Any trick-or-treaters? Yeah, there were trick-or-treaters. I need that waterproof makeup remover. I have it. The rock children. There were so many children on the street. We're stretching canvas today. So I have stretcher bars. These are not as heavy duty as big canvas stretcher bars because they don't need to be for how big this is going to be. Like, this is an 8-inch one, so they don't need to be huge and sturdy because it's not a very big canvas. I have an idea for a painting, and I suppose I could post it to Mod to get shown. Let me do that. So I took a photo. Album, favorite, there it is. So I took this photo at the wedding I was at a few weeks ago. And I really like sparklers because they do like this like pop and then they like pop from there. It's like a dandelion puff. I really like it. So I took this photo of one because they did a fireworks or a sparkler send off, and when I was trying to figure out what size the cropping of it was, I accidentally inverted Photoshop and inverted the colors. So what I want to do is I want to paint this the way you're going to see it in a second, but then I want to mirror it and paint it inversely as well. So this is what it looks like, and I don't have the inverse on my phone. So I want to paint that. So it's going to be 8 by 18. So I'm going to do 2 8 by 18 canvases today. So it'll be, instead of a black background like that one, the other one will be white and it will be blue and black. And they will be mirrors of each other. So that's my plan. Oh, the train succeeded. Hello. Hello, train. Goodbye, train. Kaboom and Sparkle. That is actually... Noah, did you make that joke to me already? Someone did, and I'm like, yeah, that's the right name. Probably. We have a 20-month resub from Vagabond, 5 months from Lunas Mama 23, 20 months from Rowlet Hoot, 19 months from Darkness Bride. We did last week, yes. Okay, that's when I heard it. 200 bits from Xeno Fantasies, 20-month resub from Never Challenge the Chat, 14 months from Melzy 14 from Melzy 20 months from the WoW LP, 19 months from Brina BX, 20 months from Sakura Celica, 20 months from Gold Mage, and 20 months from Storms 002. And 14 months from Chill Days. And then 500 bits from Elven Scout, who says, good morning and good vibes from New York. I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you're ever in a position where you have the choice to wear a metal knight helmet for 6 hours straight, get ready for your neck to be sore the next day. Ooh, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I went on a bike ride the other day and decided to not wear my gloves. So when you have drop handlebars, where it's not just like a bar handlebar, and they do the drops, you ride on the hoods up here on top of the brakes. And I didn't wear my gloves because it was kind of a chill ride with some people who were not dressed in a kit. I was like, I'm gonna take my gloves off so I don't look like too much. And then like this part of my hand hurts so much, especially on this hand, because when you're doing a group ride, you have to be ready to brake at any time. So I'm riding my brakes because I have rim brakes and not disc brakes. They don't work as well. And so I'm sitting there riding the brakes the whole time and it hurts. It's doing better though. So we're going to stretch canvas, and then I'm going to gesso canvas, and that will be today's stream. So the first thing I need to do is I need to put one together and make sure it is square. And I have overhead cam today. And I have, this is unhelpful today. That's also very unhelpful. Can I do split? I can do split, but it's not super helpful, so that's what we got today. Useless cam. I might stand up. I might need to when I'm doing the stapling. So this is the size of the canvas approximately. So they're very narrow and very long. And they're 8 by 18. So like the sparkler is going to go this way and then down. I'm gonna flip these over. Some of these go together super easy, like this joint did, but this one did not. Whoops! That startled me. I see that just basically makes it explode. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do like this step of this one and then put the other one together and then stretch and then stretch and then gesso and then gesso. That's my plan. And that joint didn't really want to go together well. So I also have my T-square and a ruler to judge if these are square. So that seems pretty square. Let's check the opposite side. Yeah. And then the other way you check is you measure diagonally. How come when I do this on camera, I seem to get it square the first try, and then when I went to square large canvas for Carly, I couldn't get it square? I don't know. I did eventually, it just was harder. Because of size? Yeah. Maybe I just got lucky with that when I did it on camera originally, when I stretched it here. Those are also heavy duty stretcher bars. These ones are light duty. So they're like not as difficult. Because like that one just slotted together super easy. Gotta break off some of this wood pieces or it's going to cut the canvas. I didn't bring anything down to sand because normally that's something I do with the gesso. I did bring a scissors. This one is just really sharp. All right, let's check this one. Nope, definitely not square. Noah, it's not that close. Yeah, this is definitely not square. Shoot, that was too far. I wasn't expecting it to quite jump that far on me. Now this side is all weird. Okay, I think I got it. Yep, cool. There, 2 stretcher bars, frames. I could not find my canvas pliers this morning, and I was like, I know I brought them back from Minnesota. And they're dark, and they were hiding on something that was dark. And I did not spot them like the 4 times I looked in that place. And then finally I was like, there they are. They just appeared out of the blue. Oh, I did grab a scissors, good. All right, I think I have just barely enough canvas to do both of these. So I'm gonna lay this out and figure that out. Oh yeah, that's enough to do both. Yeah, the time changes next week in the US. All right, if I cut right on this fold, does that give me enough to pull? Yeah. And that gives me more than enough this direction. If I had grabbed my fabric shears, I think I could have just sliced through this like that. I think I could have sliced through it better, but I didn't grab those. Oh, might want to check your calendar. Yeah, it's this weekend. For a second, I thought it wasn't. All right, canvas 1, canvas 2. Now I just gotta stretch these. Now, my worry here is that I can't do this myself. I don't have enough hands, so we're gonna see how this goes. I mean, theoretically, I should be able to do this by myself. So we're gonna start with the widest points because that part is the hardest part to stretch. It also gives me the most like leverage on this. And if this was easier to staple, I think I'd have an easier time, but this is not an easy staple gun, I've noticed. I had to staple, I was cleaning up the mess from the pour paintings, it's the last thing I did in here, and I had to staple the edges of one of them, and I ended up having Brandon help me. And like, because I was trying to do it myself because it was one of those little ones that I had done. And that was difficult. And then I had to ask him to help. Because like I can do one by myself, right? Like so. Now I have to spin it and I have to pull and staple. Okay, so I have it pulled very tight. I got it. Okay, we can do this.
I did it a little crooked, which isn't super great. So we're gonna do it here. Ow! That's sharp. This right here. Ouch. I don't think I'm bleeding. It got me under the nail. I don't like how it's rippling, so we're gonna switch to doing this way. And I did bring my staple remover so I can do it over if I want. Oh yeah, pulling this way got rid of that. And I can brace it. I shouldn't have worn a loose shirt, but that's fine. I will have to go through and rehammer some of these in. I am pulling so tight it is adjusting the bars though. I don't love that. Like, see how this is getting off right here? I don't know about that. I don't know if it'll square itself back out because it's off on this side too. Like both of these. Let me staple this and we'll see what it does. No. No, I don't think that's gonna work actually. What I think I need to do is I need to take the staples out because I have an idea. Okay, have an idea. Let's try it on the other one because this one I'm gonna have to re-square. So here's my thought. Normally you don't secure the corners because you want it to have that flex to put keys in it. So my thought is I'll staple the corners, start doing some of the stretching, and then when I'm ready to do the corners, because you do those last, pull those staples. That's my thought. So I think I'm gonna do that. If I can get those out. Okay, so now it won't flex. That's my thought, and I can staple this. And then we'll just pull those. I should have also considered pulling my hair back. going to try to staple this straight from that one this time, which I didn't do last time. So I'm going to line this up first so I know exactly where it is.
We have a 14-month resub from Charlotte Dante. Good morning. Is the stapler that loud because of the mic in the room? No, it's quite loud. With the chaos emote.
Like I said, this is not an easy staple gun to use. I don't particularly love it. But I didn't know what to order. Like, I didn't have any brand preference or anything.
Like, I wish I would have gotten an easy grip one. That would have been nice.
Yeah, I'm real sad that this is so sharp. I didn't notice it last painting.
Yeah, that works much better. I'm glad I did that. Okay. So I'm gonna do a few more this way, and then maybe 2 more on these sides, and then do the same over here. Then remove the corners, and then fold the corners and do the corners. It sounded very stretched. It's pretty loose, I think, but like that's because all of this part is still loose, and I haven't gessoed. Vagabond, you don't hear too many people ranting and raving about their favorite staplers. No. Maybe they should start. Also, it's small, so I need to brace it against my body this way. You know how I said that my hands hurt from riding my bike? This is not the same, or it is the same thing. That's much better. Much tighter. So I did 3 on the long side, and I have 1 on the short side, so I think I'm gonna do another 2 and get 5. I need to go to about here. Maybe just 7, and then do these. Oh, out of staples. I knew that was coming soon.
Much tighter. That's better. Whew. Maybe I'll gesso this one before I do the other one. Because now it's warm in here. I'm also wearing like a heavy shirt and like warm pants. Spooky pants. Yeah, these, we opened these on mail. These came from Sombre Noir, who sent a lovely Halloween package. Ooh. All right, let's do 2 more on each side of the long ones. Take out the staples, and hopefully it doesn't fall apart on me. Okay. Is this the right one? It is. So I'm stretching it well. I'm hoping that it's like balanced enough that if I take out these, excuse me, staples, that it won't slide like the last one had, because it's like more done now and the tension is probably more even. So my worry is if I take these out, that won't happen. But it's such a small canvas that I'm kind of wondering if I should even bother and just leave them in. I kind of think I should just leave them in. I think I will. What are the pros and cons? The pros to leaving them in is it's square and it won't move. The con is that later in the canvas's life, sometimes it needs to be stretched just a little bit, and putting in paint keys into, can you see like this slot right where my fingernail is? Putting paint keys into there on both sides of that can push that joint apart just enough to tighten those corners, because that's the part that's always getting like saggy. And if the staples stay in, that's not going to do anything because the staples are going to hold it. But it's such a small canvas, I don't think that it's ever going to get that way. And if it starts getting that way, it might as well just be restretched. So I think I'm going to leave them in after I have some more coffee. What's a paint key? It's a piece of wood, like it's a square piece of, or rectangle piece of wood that's been cut with an angle, and you use 2 per corner, and they do like a this into the corner to push the corner wood parts apart.
Kind of like a shim. It's like a shim. I have some upstairs. I think it's really important with big canvases, and this one is not a big canvas. This one is decidedly quite small. In fact, I think I wanted to make this like 6x14, the ratio or something, 6 by something, and I couldn't find 6-inch stretcher bars. 8 was the smallest they sold, which is why these are 8x18s. Okay, I'm just going to do the corner and leave it stapled. Did I? No, I didn't bring my flathead screwdriver down. I think I might have to stand back up though, because I need to be able to brace this. All right, so I have it folded. Let me switch to overhead. So I have this folded, and I'm just gonna pull it tight and finish stapling it. And then I like to staple this down, but I'm probably gonna trim that first. But my goal is to make a nice corner. It's probably blurry, but this corner is like nice and flat and like right lines up there where the fold is. We went from quiet song to something loud. How did I do this? What did I do? Tuck in. Yeah, there we go. William Tell ramps up quick. Oh, it's the same song. Wonderful. Oop, nope. Don't slide off.
hard on my hands. I don't have much grip strength. All right, last one. Should probably flip it this way. Gotta get some of those grip masters. Wonderful. Done. Well, sort of. I'm going to trim this and then staple the floppy parts down. That's a good sign. And then we'll do the other one. We have a 14-month resub from El Simi. Thank you. Good morning. Table zoom? Yeah, that's the right one. Mop coffee. All right, time to trim this. So I'm just gonna trim it like right to the edge of this and cut right here. So I'm gonna kind of crease it so I can see where that line is. Oh, there's the famous part of the William Tell Overture. So yeah, that's trimmed right to the edge there. Renee, is it from that commercial maybe? Because it was used in a cleaning commercial. A Swiffer one, I want to say. I will have to make sure I throw all of this away. At least Kepler decides to eat it.
Okay.
All right, so this side is done. I just want to put a staple here to hold this floppy part. But we're gonna cut this one first. This is not the greatest scissors for cutting this. It's making it kind of a big mess. Like, I feel like I need a lint roller. Perfect. Look how nice it is. There's a little bit of a fuzz on the canvas surface right here, and I'm hoping that lays down with the gesso. Okay. There's one. How long did that take? God, too long. I need to get faster at this. All right, now I need to re-square this guy. I think that's good. Let's do the other check. Yep. Okay. So again, I'm gonna staple this like I did the last one so it doesn't move on me. Because that was not fun. Now it won't get out of square or untrue or whatever the wording is. Okay, stapling again. I kind of feel like I should do these ones this time. Ow. I think I need to move this chair. I'm also like super warm and burning up because this is so much strength I'm having to use for my hands. Yeah, see, now it can't slide on me. I cut this canvas a little tighter, I think. I should have given it a little more room so I had space to grip with the pliers. Whew. How are we doing? Pretty good. All right, I think 4 more, and then I'll finish off the short ends and then fold. Is this the mirror idea, Emmy says? Yes, this is the mirror idea. Me waking up this morning, I'm freezing. I should put on warm clothes. Me now, that was a mistake. Once I'm done with this physical part, it'll be fine. Whew. There. Much better. Now I can cut off this part. I should have filed my nails before I did any of this. They're way too long. Whew. Okay, let's trim this. Really should have just grabbed my sewing shears.
There we go. 2 canvases, all stretched. Now it's time for gesso. We're gonna do 1 coat of gesso, and then it has to dry really, really good, and then I'll sand it and do more off camera between now and the next time I do painting stream. But the physical labor is done. Wonderful. Glad for that. All right, gesso. This is Blick Artist White gesso. And I have a foam brush because I do prefer using that. And I have a towel. This is an old towel. This is like one of the towels Steven had in college. And now they become our towels for whatever. So I was taught to always start in the center because it will tighten first and stretch the canvas even more. And then work your way out. The first layer is the easiest because you can see what you're doing because it's a different color. And you can really see like the canvas through it. And then I'm just going to go and do the edges. So, face, and now I have to do the sides. And you can hear it's even more drum-like after the gesso gets on it. So I tend to do a very thin first coat. And then layer it from there.
Okay, it says, are there other colors to prime with or really just white? I also have black gesso, which would make sense for one of these because I'm doing one in positive colors and one in negative colors. But I found that when I do that, it's hard for me to see exactly what I'm doing. Like, I can't tell where I've painted true paint and where I've painted gesso. Yeah, these paintings, one is going to be a positive and one is going to be a negative of the same image. And I'm flipping one of them. Because I accidentally inverted my colors when I was in Photoshop. And I liked how it looked. So I decided to do both. Okay, there's one. So, it's super drum-like. Very happy about that. So that one's gessoed with one coat. And probably tomorrow I'm going to sand it just to get the peaks off and then give it another coat. I should probably do 3 layers of this. That would be ideal. So, but that's all gonna be done off camera because it has to dry. So we're gonna switch these and then do the next one. But yeah, this one is also drum-like, but it's not quite like that. It will be after I gesso it. What can we make a timpani? I don't think this song is on my normal playlist upstairs. Because it doesn't come up for me. This is the stream. All the computers have different libraries on them at this point. Do I have a skip on this song? On this computer? Yeah. It's not a breakfast stream. I know I had coffee, and I know it's early. One of my favorite things is every Friday when I get up to go stream, and I get ready, Steven's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "It's a Friday morning." He's like, "Okay. Night, I'm going back to bed." There's a fuzz. There we go. It's probably canvas pieces from trimming it. It is almost, actually it's a little past Kepler Med time, so soon I'm sure he will be up for Kepler Med time. All right. Did he have a late night? Not that bad. I don't think so. I mean, we did a party last night, but it wasn't like a... We watched Over the Garden Wall and had charcuterie and pizza. With everyone. How was that? I really liked Over the Garden Wall. Chaz says, my phone says my sleeping temperature was high. I assume from digestion of a million foods. Yeah, I did overeat yesterday. And then I had a brownie for breakfast. That was probably a mistake. All right, I have this long side and then one more narrow side. Both done. Great. Stick this in that so I don't ruin the brush. We'll close this up. We have an 18-month resub from JF Samela. Hello, good morning. Finished blood bank files, excited to actually catch a stream. Well, we stretched 2 canvases today. And then I gessoed both of them. And now they are drying. And off screen, I will be sanding them, just like a light, just to get some of the high points off. And then I will re-gesso them on top of that and let that dry. Good morning, Stephen. And then I will do it again. So there will be 3 layers of gesso on these by the time I'm done. Let's start wrapping up and then clean up this mess so Kepler doesn't consume it, because there's some staples and there's string in here. The cryptid awakes. Good morning.
I slept.
You slept. Good. I'm very glad you slept.
First time in a while.
First time in a while? Let's switch to this cam. I'm still warm. I'm gonna probably switch into a t-shirt or something, because this one is like a winter shirt, like it has like fleece inside of it. That was a mistake today. Look at my canvas. Listen, ready?
Yeah. My favorite drum. Cool. I see you did CinemaScope
What?
canvases. They're wide.
Well, they're gonna be
wide.
vertical, like they're gonna be like this when I paint them. This one's drier. They're gonna be like this.
I see. Oh, wait.
That was still a little wet. That's fine, they get 2 more coats. Let's start by doing a roll. Oh, I can do that on this computer. Wonderful. Thank you to my Patreon supporters. If you're interested in that in the perks, you can check out the links in chat. Let's talk about painting my nails on for Extra Life. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do next Friday. Let's start with today. Today is going to be Banjo Tonight on Steven's channel, as we do. Rusty Bucket Bay. John had a lot to tell me about that level. So I am nervous about it. Then what else is coming up? Monday night will be Dark Cloud 2, and my goal is to get to the boss. I don't know if we will actually fight the boss. My goal is to get to it.
Also streaming on Saturday.
Steven is streaming on Saturday. He's gonna do a test stream for Extra Life. Vagabond has a link for the current painting up for auction, which is the Nautical Dawn Sunrise piece I did when I was doing those time of day redo paintings from college when I had drawn them and then I painted them. So the sunrise one is up. Auction ends Monday. Tuesday morning will be breakfast stream. Wednesday will be Subnautica. The last Subnautica. Thursday will be regular breakfast stream. What time on Saturday are you streaming about?
After lunch,
After lunch.
which I know is vague, but it's intentionally vague.
Because you have to get stuff set up.
Yeah, it's going to be extremely casual. My guess would be like around 1 p.m. Eastern,
Okay.
but we'll see.
Yeah, and then next Friday, I don't know if I'm going to do a morning stream. If I do it, I don't know. I should.
Yeah,
I don't.
do it. Thomas will be here.
Thomas will be
You
here.
can come up with something fun to do with Thomas. You will stream next week. It'll be fun.
Okay, I have an idea.
Great.
I'm sure Thomas would be down to do it as well.
Great.
In fact, as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to see what he thinks. And then Saturday next weekend is Extra Life in 8 days from now. Vagabond says, maybe a cook. I hope it's baking. The thought I have is cooking. So I'll ask him what he thinks. I think that's all the things. So yeah, the most important thing is in 8 days from now is Extra Life. how's the cat food preparation coming? Oh, there's the boy. Come here. Kippy. Come say hi. Come here, Kippy. Kippy.
It's hot here.
It is hot in here. I wore warm clothes and I had to do physical labor to stretch this and I just was like,
That was
so
bad.
hot.
You could have like.
Turn the air down or
Why-
not dressed in warm clothes.
My question is, why did you turn the air up?
Because I was cold when I woke up. It's the same reason I put on warm clothes.
Oh, yeah, because I was still asleep. You could have just kept the air down.
I didn't know I was going to get warm. I thought I was going to be cold because I was cold.
You also could have just paused and went and turned it down too.
Coulda.
Well, anyway, now it doesn't matter.
Nope. I was trying to get Kepi, but he walked away.
He's not interested.
No.
He wants to eat, which
He's-
is what I'm
Yeah,
working on.
he wants to eat. All right, so we're gonna wrap up then. I can't think of anything else. Those are all the main things. So thanks everyone for being here this morning. Did you release a vlog this morning yet or no? The last thing to come out was mini golf?
Yeah, there's no vlog ready.
Cool. Well, if you didn't watch the mini golf vlog, you should go watch it. Steven and John and Chap and Haley all play mini golf. And Dan, Brandon, and I also play mini golf, but we didn't film ours. And if you don't make a time change on this weekend, streams will be an hour later next week, Fossick says. Good point. Because we have a time change this weekend. Tonight will be normal. Or like, tonight's how it's been. But over the weekend is when that happens. So thanks everyone for being here. I hope you have a good Friday, and I hope to see you tonight for Banjo-Kazooie Rusty Bucket Bay. Fossick says today and tomorrow test stream will be normal. Good point. I forgot about tomorrow. Cool. So everyone have a good Friday, and I will see you tonight.